My name is Orla and I teach mindfulness and happiness. And this is Louise.
Hello. So my name's Louise and I'm a mum of 3 and I have been practicing mindfulness for a few years now after struggling with meditation for years. And I came across mindfulness for children when my middle child was struggling after she had started primary school. And we joined a group with Orla and we learned some new practices and they really did help to alleviate her anxiety and just across the board, just to give us the language and the ability to manage and to cope with, the ups and downs of daily emotions in all of their lives. So Orla, tell me, what is mindfulness?
Mindfulness is an energy that we generate to be here for this moment of our life, so that we're not caught in our thinking so much, we're not caught in the past or the future. We can show up fully for this moment.
Very, very hard. How do you do it though? We all want to be able to do that.
The good news is that mindfulness is always mindfulness of something. So we start with our body. So we start with something that's always with us and it's always here. And it never kind of gets distracted. Our body's really present for us. So if we can bring our awareness back and even notice all the way down to your feet, like just to wiggle your toes for a moment. Wiggle. It's very difficult to be distracted when we're focusing on wiggling our toes. So we use really simple ways to start with coming home to our body just where we are. And then we kind of build on our practice from there to help ourselves be really present for this moment of our life.
Okay. So it sounds like it's paying attention to a particular thing a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. And it's kind of training our ability to focus. So our mind, like it's sometimes compared to a wild elephant. And I can imagine in this room, even if I had a wild baby elephant, like it would not be so easy to focus. And so our mind is so curious and busy, but it's never been trained. So I think many of us have been told pay attention, but we've never been told how to pay attention. So this is helping our mind to learn, like, this is how I pay attention. And this is how I can do it even when I get bored, even when I'm a bit hungry, even when I'm a bit tired, that we kind of build our muscle of attention over time.
So to get started, Orla, I know you have a course coming up. You've got a 6-week course for families. It's an hour every Sunday morning. And in those 6 weeks, you guarantee that people will feel less stressed. And as a family, we'll get on better. Isn't that right?
Yeah. So the invitation is to practice with us for 6 weeks and take part in the activities. And if at the end of 6 weeks you really feel that has done nothing for me, then please take the cost of the course back with my gratitude. Yeah.
Okay, that's a significant offer. Okay, so you're pretty sure that it's going to work for us. Okay, great.
And just to say, I'd be really sad if it didn't work. Like I'd be really sad if a whole family chose to learn how to listen and practice and explore to take care of themselves and each other for 6 weeks and nothing improved. So know that I would be really sad. And please take the course feedback.
So I also know that even after going to one of the mindfulness sessions that we did very early on with my middle daughter, I know even after one session, she was a little bit lighter in herself. So I can imagine that 6 weeks as a family, everybody's going to learn a new language. Everyone's going to learn a new way to talk to each other, a new way to take care of each other, and a new way to spot things in each other, right?
Yeah. And we kind of, because families are different ages and they have different interests and, some are really sporty and active and some like love to be quiet and read and draw. So we have kind of a blend of practices to meet us all just where we are.
So one of the practices that I know for us that really worked for us, that still is a part of now our day-to-day language of how we talk about our emotions in our family now, has been the practice of weather. Can you tell me a little bit about what it is and how it works? And for anybody who's watching that might want to start it today, how would they do that?
Oh, I love weather, and weather is part of my daily practice. So just like we have outside weather, we have inside weather. So sometimes it is so easy to be me. I'm like a sunshiny day, and what I think and how I act and what I'm doing all makes sense to me. And sometimes, it's not so easy. Like sometimes I'm cloudy or rainy or really stormy, like very strong emotions come up. And so with the practice of weather, we start just by looking inside and seeing, what kind of weather am I feeling? And we practice to get to notice our weather and then to kind of rest in the part of us that is a wide blue sky. There's part of me, even if I'm feeling super stormy, like a big tornado whirling on through, there's part of me that's even bigger than a tornado. And if I'm just stuck in the tornado, I can feel like that's all I am. I am pure rage. But there's part of me that's a wide blue sky that is so kind, so caring, non-judgmental, and it can hold that weather for me as it's moving by in its own time. So it's that these states don't need to be resisted. They need to be allowed. And when we allow them to be here, they kind of just like outside weather, like nothing stays the same. So it'll move through in its own time.